So what is my plan for WoW Classic Hardcore? Well, some things I have decided, and other things I don't really want to decide yet. I just want to see where the journey takes me. Right now, I just try to decide what class I would like to play. Either I'm gonna stick to a mage like I always do, or try something new, and this is probably going to be a hunter. The reason why I would like to play something new is so every ability and spell is going to be fun to practice and learn about. A hunter also has a pet, and I always find it enjoyable to watch people try to solo different things as a hunter where they kite around and use their pet the correct way. The benefit of rolling a mage is that I know everything I need to do all the way up to 60, I know all the abilities, and I usually just AoE farm all the way up to level 60. But it would be fun to try to do this on a hardcore character, so I need to perfect every single AoE pool way better. It would also be some kind of achievement for me to reach level 60 as an AoE mage without dying. But then again, would I like to play Classic the same way I did in 2019, where I just tried to rush to 60? Nah, not really. I would love to enjoy the journey, and I feel like a hunter is probably gonna be a better way for me to achieve this. A few things I know for sure is that I will use the auction house, the trade system, mailbox, and send items to bank characters. So for me personally, it's just important that I have one life, but I'm still able to interact with other people and keep the social aspect of the game alive. What I mean is that I would love to be able to group up with other people in the open world so we can take down an elite target together. Or if I find a green weapon, then I can send this or trade this to a guildie. I believe this is why I also enjoyed the beginning of WoW Classic in 2019. Because back then, people were helping each other taking down difficult tasks. Right now in Wrath of the Lich King, a lot of these elite quests can pretty much just be soloed. Because back in Vanilla Classic, you had to assemble a 4 or 5 man group to take down these elite quests. But if we're going to stick to the strict rules, then you can't just group up with anyone on hardcore. And honestly, then the world chat, but also looking for group chat, will be a lot more dead. And the game will overall just feel a lot more dead. Because you won't see as many people looking for a tank to a dungeon, and you'll never see a person looking for more people to do an elite quest, for example, killing Hogger. I know some of you like the idea of all these rules on the unofficial Classic Hardcore servers, but there will definitely also be people who don't want to stick to these rules on the official Classic Hardcore servers. They will probably just stick to one rule, and that is that your character has one life. So what rule set will you stick to? One life, or one life and many other rules? Let me know your opinion and your choice in a comment below the video. What I also plan to do is to stream here on YouTube. So my journey from level 1 and up to who knows what. Maybe I will even die before I reach level 10. The whole idea of streaming is so I can interact with you people at the same time. So if you find a unique and rare item, or if you achieve something special, then you can share this with me, but I can also share my achievements with you. Overall, I just hope WoW Classic Hardcore will be a lot more chill and fun to play. WoW Classic 2019 was so rushed, and people rushed to level 60 to take down Molten Core and Onyxia as fast as possible. I believe this is going to be a lot more chill, but then again, it is a competitive game. I just know one thing for sure, I will chill way more this time. I'm gonna sit back, enjoy the journey, and hopefully make some friends on the way to level 60. Alright, so with all this being said, what faction do I plan to play? Well, I'll most likely still stick to Alliance. I like the animation as a Night Elf Hunter, but also the racial Shadow Meld. The professions I will pick is going to be Herbalism and Alchemy. That way, I can pick up herbs, make my own potions and elixirs that will improve my character's performance, but also allow me to maybe even survive if I get to low health. Another benefit is that I can make gold with these two professions, either through the auction house or trade system. I know engineering, but also mining is a common choice as a hardcore character, because this profession has different things that will also allow you to survive. But because I play a hunter and I have a pet, traps and feign death, then I don't believe that engineering and mining is going to be the best profession for this class. If you still haven't decided your profession or class, then on the channel and in the description you can find a link to a class and profession picking guide. The next topic is the server. And because we still don't know how many servers they plan to launch and the names of these, then I still don't know this. But one thing I know for sure is that I will play on a European server. When I need to decide the server, I also know one thing for sure. I will stay away from big streamer servers, and I will also stay away from a server where there's going to be a lot of people who will stick to the strict rules. I will try to find a server where most of the people are just interested in one life, and that's it. So you can join people's group, you can trade, use the auction house, and many other things. Because I like to focus on making gold, then I will also use the auction house, the trade system, and the open world to make my gold. This is going to be through investments, gold flips, or making raw gold in the open world. I've already made a lot of these videos, but most of them are still not published. I'm going to do this anytime soon, as we get closer to the release of WoW Classic Hardcore, but also when the game has been released. Another thing I'll also make sure to do is to level 2 characters. Not at the same time, of course, but when my main character has reached a decent level, then I will start leveling an alt character. And I will only do this whenever I have rested experience, so I will level that second character a lot faster. Another thing that will be important to do is to send gold from my main character to a bank character. So if I accidentally die, then I don't all of a sudden maybe lose 20 or 30 gold. Instead, I will only keep a maximum of a couple of gold on my main character. So what will happen if or when I reach level 60? Well, by this point, I will also need to gear up my character, and this will be through the different high-level dungeons, professions, and maybe even buying items on the auction house. But then again, raiding and endgame isn't really the thing that I'm going to enjoy. For me personally, it's gonna be about the journey from 1 to 60, making friends, getting your first green item, your pair of shoulders, mount, and even your headpiece. And of course also that I will be seeing a lot of people in the starting zones, and that it will feel like a big achievement when I finally manage to get my first gold. All of these things is why I was so excited for WoW Classic back in 2019, and even the things that I remember the most, and also why I'm looking forward to relive this in WoW Classic Hardcore. So these are my plans for WoW Classic Hardcore. What are your plans? Let me know this in a comment below the video. I'm looking forward to read them and to see if we share some of the same opinions. As always, thank you so much for watching and have an amazing day. Peace!